What is up, legends? We are back another week, another Hype Watch. So this week is actually a little bit special. I've been very nicely given a sponsorship, basically to talk about FutureCom or FutureCast and Gamescom. I got the names mixed up. So there's going to be a lot of future PC games coming and stuff that are actually you're going to see on the channel before you see this video. Specifically Thunder Ray you're going to see before, but that's because this is an amazing game. But thank you to the people who reached out. I greatly appreciate that, and we're going to get right into HypeWatch. So essentially what's going to happen now is that there's going to be a lot more sponsored content coming to the channel. I signed something. I can't say yet. I will, but I can't say yet. So there's going to be a lot more sponsored content coming to the channel. AAA stuff all the way around the board. I'm really happy about it, and this is all because of the community and all because you guys actually click the videos and watch it. Like, I can essentially do technically whatever I want now as far as reviewing, and you guys will watch it. Like, it'll get between 1 to 5 to 10K, depending on what the game is. It'll stream up, and that's all you guys. You guys watch if it's mobile. You guys watch if it's PC. You guys watch if it's retro, which this is retro right here. So thank you. Just thank you. So let's get right into it. So obviously you see right here we got it's been previewing this whole time. Thunder Ray, this game is actually kind of amazing. I got smoked in my review playing it, though. It is not easy, and I chose the normal setting, and I shouldn't have. I should have chose like some easy or something like that. But this game is amazing. It's basically Punch Out, but it's like Space Punch Out with like this character right here, this Thunder Ray right here. He's a homie. I like it. This is one of the better retro games I played this year. If you are looking to get yourself into this game, obviously you see I already have it because they give it to me. It's not out yet. It will be out next month. I know you're like, damn, you got the game early. Yes, I did. They hooked your boy up early. It's worth it. It's worth it. So put this on your wish list. Like, just trust me, man. Like, this game is so good. If you haven't seen the video, the Thunder Ray video, it's really good. So next up is Streets of Rogue, another game, actually wish list. Another game. This is pretty much a open world game, you guys can see, and you can just run around, and it reminds me of like the original GTA, like the original GTA, but it's more arcadey, and you can just run around with your friends, explore. Like it's great, man. Like this is reminds me of like the Super Nintendo days of how fun stuff used to be. Like this reminds me of GTA. All of this reminds me of GTA, the way that it used to be. Can you imagine? Matter of fact, I don't think that this is multiplayer. I just think you have the characters, but I like the future Fest was amazing, and Gamescom was amazing. So next up we have Soul Slinger. So if you're into like the first-person shooter type of thing with speed, like Doom and stuff, this is going to be for you. It's an amazing gameplay. It's really fun. Has a nice, good story along with it. You can download the demo right now if you want to. I'm gonna add this to the wish list too. You can download the demo right now if you want to try the demo out. Definitely one to look out for. Next up, see Gamescom again. Blasphemy. Now, this is a Metroidvania, and we are actually going to talk about another Metroidvania, I believe. And this, I believe, I got something sponsored this week for this. This game also is amazing. If you're using, maybe I cannot have the music now. Let's not do that. The music is still there. Shut up. Look at that combo right there. We out here doing Street Fighter combos. He doing an uppercut and bring it down with like a jury kick. Okay. Like it looks good. It's amazing. Look how he killed that thing. I'm looking forward to this one. Hopefully, I will get a key for this because it actually came out yesterday. Yeah, it came out yesterday, and I don't have a key, so I didn't get a key. I would have had a key by now. That's unfortunate, but it's still lit. I think this is one of those ones that shadow dropped. Some games shadow drop, but this one is pretty cool. Sorry, at the Future Fest. I mean Gamescom. So yeah, this was Future Fest. This one, no, specifically. This is coming out soon as well. RoboCop. Now, some of y'all wasn't even alive for when RoboCop was hype. Only RoboCop 1, not the sequels. RoboCop 1. So you get to actually be RoboCop basically, and choose how you wanna roll. Did I miss closed beta? Really? Reading that. Oh man. Anyway, you can't get to everything. Unless I get a secretary to do that. I used to have one, but not anymore. She got married, and I was like, "You're not. I'm not. No, you go deal with your husband." So yeah, you could just, you could be RoboCop. You could be good RoboCop. You could be bad RoboCop. You can be human RoboCop. You could be robot RoboCop. Dang, okay, the son got punched off the balcony. The disrespect. Man, they throwing bottles at RoboCop. What is a bottle going to do to RoboCop? What is bullets going to do to RoboCop? RoboCop don't care about no bullets. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Anyway, next is Gangs of Sherwood. Now, this came out of nowhere. Like, this is basically kind of like a Robin Hood type of online multiplayer type of feel, where you're just basically trying to come in and, like, be a nuisance, steal things from places, and it feels like Warframe, but Warframe with Sherwood stuff. Basically, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, is this online multiplayer and fun? Like I said, it came out of nowhere, so it might actually be hype. So next up we have is EXO Loco. This is like, I guess if you need a cutesy type of feel to you, this would be it. But they got guns. See, they got guns, so it feels like bullet hell, but cute bullet hell, and you can actually save them. The little EXO Loco, whatever them things is. I'm gonna call them EXO or Axel. That's right, it's Axel. The song is triggering. Just don't listen to the song. You never really want to hear the song because you'll never unhear the song. And they got different types, and you can save them and everything else. And then then you sacrifice them. Yeah, then you get good guns. That's the thing. So we got Anima Flux, and Anima Flux is, I don't know how to explain what the hell Anima Flux is. It's obviously, as you can see, an indie title, and it's a platformer. You guys know I like platformers and stuff like this. I don't think it's a Metroidvania. It's not even in the tag, but it's meant to be weird. I guess they were just trying to go for like the Aeon Flux type of thing, and they succeeded because this is weird. And yeah. And last but not least, on the PC side, which on the sponsored part of the video, is Bloomtown. Bloomtown pretty much is one of those, you see retro pixel type of things, but it's Final Fantasy basically, or Earthbound. If you want another game that will make you give you the Earthbound feeling, this is it. This is 100% it. I'm actually going to get this because I like JRPGs. I play them on my own time. That's kind of like why I like Final Fantasy. Not Final Fantasy. 16 I did actually play on my own time. And that's not a JRPG. But in the sense of that, you see, like GG, like you get like all that type of stuff. And again, like this is Earthbound all over the place. It's Earthbound, Maniac Mansion, Final Fantasy, like all in one game. This is probably going to be lit. Not many people are going to know about it beyond the JRPG spectrum, but more people should, because if you were a fan of Earthbound back in the day, I know I keep saying it a lot, but if you were a fan of it, you should be on this one. All right, on to the idle side and Android, unfortunately. We have Angel Fantasia. Just going to be out right now for you guys. Link will be in the description. We don't need a lot to actually talk about this. You get the gist of all of that. Next up is Arcane Fate. Arcane Fate is a RPG manager. You know what that means when it's an RPG manager. You literally hardly do anything, but you have puzzles. So on top of being an RPG manager, you got puzzles, yo. So you got that match 3 gameplay. Puzzle Quest on Super Nintendo. Remember back when we had the PlayStation Home, and you could play Puzzle Quest against people with your avatars and everything else? That was peak PlayStation, right? PlayStation Home was awesome. PlayStation, whatever that is now, is not awesome. I don't know what that. It's boring. Nobody wants to talk to each other, nothing like that. I don't understand how the PlayStation Home was one of the most amazing things that consoles had, and Xbox tried to copy it and like get their own kind and stuff like this, but it was whack. It was whack. It just was. Legacy of the Wizard, Endless Survival, another survival type of game. Okay. I don't put all of them on the channel. I tried it, and it was weird, as you guys can see. But you can try it out yourself. Next up is Rebirth Heroes, another RPG manager. When I say RPG manager, that usually means you don't do a whole lot of anything besides watch the characters play. It's not idle. It's not as idle, but it's pretty close. So it's another one for you. Links in the description. City of Outlaws. This is a GTA clone. It might be one of the best GTA clones because you literally just run around and take over stuff and get cool cars, as you guys can see right there, and then just do things and be weird in this. And there's a lot of games like this. Like there's literally like a whole subgenre and mobile of GTA clones, and all of them actually don't do too badly. That the fact that GTA probably could do it and not do too badly, but this is kind of like a Nintendo thing. They ain't gonna never do it. So yeah. Girls Lane. If you like waifus, if you like Azure Lane, and you want to do it in the idle fashion, here you go. This is now officially out right now. There's problems downloading it right now for whatever reason. But I think this is like early access or something like that. But you can still, here's the APK, rock it out. Next up, we have Protector Shooters. This is your Overwatch game for mobile. For those of you guys who like that, there's a big genre, like $1 billion genre of Overwatch-like games on the mobile where people just play. There's big, great YouTubers covering that type of stuff. That is not my thing. Probably never will be my thing because I just like the FPS PC side of things. But yeah. Next up is Invincible. Now, Invincible is now soft launch right now. You can download it and get in. And, if you're definitely a fan of this IP, you should, definitely hop in there. And last, but certainly not least, Cat Fantasy. Now, Cat Fantasy, if you guys remember, was the same thing as Cat City. And Cat City was an incredible game, but once I heard Cat City was coming English side, I was like, I am not playing anymore because I will just play English side. Now everything over here is in English. This is early access. This is the SEA version, and that's why this is the hype of the week, is because this is another hype, just another one out there that we should pay attention to, that it might be fun, people can get into it. Usually what makes a super game, or a game that will actually transcend, is, can it transcend the multiple platforms? Can it be played on YouTube and Twitch and people will watch it and have fun with it? Is it going to be engaging? That's why Nikkei does well with that. That's why for a little while Snowbreak did it until we realized just how stingy Snowbreak is. They had no end game plan for Snowbreak, which is unfortunate. And that's why it just fell off the table. I keep telling people that, you get one chance now in this current climate, and companies just are not adjusting to that. You get one chance. You can't come out here and then have no plan. Like, if don't bring your game out. Don't bring your game out until you have a plan, until everything is done, until you have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Because if you have a beginning and a middle and no end, you end up like Snowbreak. You end up like Eversoul. You end up like Keegan. You end up like, name any game that's come out in the last 2 years. You end up like them, where nobody talks about it, nobody plays it, nobody covers it on YouTube or Twitch, and they're just non-existent, barely making the means to keep the game alive. And that's all their fault at the end of the day. That's not on us, because it's not our fault that there's nothing to do in the game after a point. And that's basically because we're playing games that are meant to be in bite-sized portions and long periods of time, as if they're console and PC games, and they are not built or made for that. And the companies that get ahead, which is why Hoyoverse is so far ahead of everybody else, is they realized that they gave you a console and PC game and a mobile game that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even Star Rail End was kind of iffy, but now Star Rail is fine. Tower Fantasy, that everybody likes to be like, Tower Fantasy has more content than all of these games, except for maybe Genshin. It just does. That game is massive. It's almost daunting how much stuff is in Tower Fantasy, and it plays well now. It didn't always do before, but it plays well now, and it's on PS5 now. So they good. They straight good. It's a full-fledged game right now, and then some. It's a full-fledged game with DLC packs on top of it that you don't pay for, basically, and they just give you free stuff all over the place and help you along the way. I'm not trying to, because Tower Fantasy hasn't done anything for me recently for me to be saying this isn't sponsored by Tower Fantasy. I'll call it what it is. Tower Fantasy probably the best mobile game on the platform right now. It's not getting credit for it because, again, that first impression was blown. So people are reluctant to give it a chance. But now you have people on PS5s coming in. That's why it's blowing up the way it's blowing up right now, because now PS5 people don't have that stigma. And they're coming and pointing, damn, we get all this for free on PS5. We just can play and do whatever. And damn, it's a lot of content, yo. I just wish that we can. It's probably Sony, because Sony always a dick when it comes to cross-platform. If we can get Sony to stop being jerks and get cross-platform with PC and PS5, man, yo, it's gonna be lit. It'd be amazing. Everybody just running around, just chilling, getting our characters together, and yeah. So that is all I got for you guys. I went from cat fantasy into my end discussion. I don't want this to be much longer than what it is. Again, we're going to have a whole lot more content across the board on mobile. I got some sponsored stuff for that coming. PC, I got some sponsored stuff for that coming. Obviously, this video is sponsored. And a bunch of early access stuff, which I was wow, okay. They really like how I cover the games. I'm getting a lot of companies, being nice. And again, I just want to thank the companies, because a lot of industry people watch HypeWatch and what I'm saying on the HypeWatch, and which is the reason why, getting the games, you see, with the Thunder Rays, I already have it, and there's a ton of stuff like that already. I can't say everything, but I could just trickle it out to you and then get to the stuff, and I appreciate that, because that means that even me as a black creator, I'm being recognized. And that's the next step. That's the next step, where you go from being this one thing until this big thing. And this is the step that I had to actually go through, had to take, and come outside of just being hey, he's the mobile guy. Now I'm the game guy, and that's thanks to everybody here. That's thanks to the 50,000 people who subscribe to me, who watch whatever I put up, whether it be mobile, variety, or whatever else. You guys made that step happen. That's actually changed my life, because I'm actually able to sustain my life basically playing games. Basically, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have a bill that I need to be paid, because everybody's helped out with that stuff. So thank you. And that's why I continue to look for things free to give away. I'm constantly giving stuff away, where I just don't always show it all the time, because I don't stream and stuff like that, which I need to do better about. You can also follow me on Twitch, because that's going to be a thing soon. And I actually follow me on Twitter. I'm literally almost forced to buy that stupid blue check, because sponsors want me to have the blue check, so when I do sponsored giveaways, You actually have to have the blue check for that. It's like Elon is such a I couldn't believe it, yo. I'm still like you guys know this on Twitter. I still refuse to do it, but I'm gonna eventually have to, especially if I want to do the giveaways that I want to give away. So I will catch you guys next video, next week, and next Hype Watch. Obviously, there's gonna be more content, but next Hype Watch, yeah. And actually, I might have something really cool to show next Hype Watch. Stay tuned. Happy weekend.